Okay, for example 3, hopefully you tried the quadratic formula for all 3 of these problems as part of your practice. And as you see, I've already done the work here. I just want to talk about the types of solutions that we got for each one. So if we look down here, we got 2 real numbers, meaning no i's. And let's correlate that to looking up here. Hey, 1/2 and 3 are our x-intercepts. So when we're solving for x, it's the same thing as our x-intercepts, also known as roots, also known as zeros. And I could have they don't have to be positive, 2 real solutions. And I could have 1 real solution, and that's when the vertex is on the x-axis. Or in our third case here, I have no real solutions, meaning it doesn't cross the x-axis at all. Whoops. Helps if I put the word cross there. It doesn't cross x-axis at all. So how did we get these numbers? We got these numbers because of what happened on the inside. When I get a positive number underneath that square root, I'm going to have 2 different answers. I'm going to have a number plus the square root of something, all over something, or something minus the square root of something over something. So either way, I'm getting 2 answers there. In this example, I had the square root of 0. Well, the square root of 0 is 0. So negative 12 plus 0 is the same thing as negative 12 minus 0. So it doesn't matter. I can drop that part. Therefore, only giving me 1 solution. And then in this last one here, I know that when I have a negative underneath the square root, that's going to automatically give me an imaginary type of number. And an imaginary number is when it doesn't cross the x-axis at all. So I can use that knowledge here for a new word. Okay, that word is called the discriminant of a quadratic equation. And the discriminant is found by doing b squared minus 4ac. Well, you've seen b squared minus 4ac before in the quadratic formula. So looking at these, b squared minus 4ac is negative 7 squared minus 4 times 2 times 3. And so that is just 25. That was the number we found that was under the radical. In this next example, b squared minus 4ac was 12 squared minus 4 times 9, which was 0. And in our last example, b squared minus 4ac was 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times 8, which is negative 28. So, by finding the discriminant, I know how many solutions something has. So in this example, in the first one, it was a positive number, therefore 2 real solutions. In the second example, the answer was 0, so that means only 1 real solution. And then in the last example here, 0 real solutions, which means there must be 2 imaginary solutions or complex solutions. So all of that is called the discriminant. And so if you have a question that asks, find the discriminant, you would give them the answer 25. You would give them the answer 0. You would give them the answer negative 28. If the problem asks, use the discriminant to determine the number of zeros, you would find the discriminant, realize that, hey, a positive number gives me 2 real solutions. So that's the difference there. You could see questions asked like that.